This lecture is on neural network cancer cell classification model by Dr. Arunachalam Rajagopal. Neural network tumor cell classification dataset, data source, University of California, Irvine, Machine Learning Repository, Center for Machine Learning and Intelligent Systems. The breast cancer database was obtained from the University of Wisconsin Hospitals, Madison, from Dr. William H. Wahlberg. Neural network tumor cell classification dataset. The dataset had 699 instances of breast cancer occurrences. Further, the dataset had 16 occurrences of missing values, and the records with missing values were deleted by the author of this presentation, leaving 683 instances in the dataset. This slide shows the variables, the attributes of the dataset. The first variable is sample code number or the ID number. Patient ID is the first variable. Then variable number 2, column variables 2 to 10. The 9 variables, they are the measurements taken on the tumor cell. The 11th variable, that is the class, is the dependent variable or the response variable, and it takes values 2 for benign type of tumor cell and 4 for malignant or severe type of tumor cell. Let us start the discussion on neural network model for breast cancer data. Let us first of all download this data set from Wisconsin University Library. Let's Google Wisconsin breast cancer data set. Google it. You get the various links. Click on the first link. It takes you to the website of Wisconsin Learning Repository, Center for Machine Learning and Intelligent Systems. So breast cancer dataset is available, and it is a medical dataset. Let us download this dataset data folder. Click on the data folder. You get onto this web page, wherein you right click this dataset, save link as, save in a convenient folder location. Save the dataset. Then you can save the names also, names of the which this file defines the names of the variables which form part of the dataset. Then go to the directory where these two files have been downloaded. You can open this. This is the first one is the data. Open with. You can open it with Notepad. Save OK. The dataset opens. So this is the patient ID, and then the first 9 values. After the patient ID, the next 9 values are the regressor independent variables, and the final one is the class of the tumor cell. So these 9 measurements are various variables which indicate the measurements that have been taken on the tumor cells for the different patients. The patient code, this ID is given over here. So each row indicates a patient record instance of tumor occurrence, and then the sample tumor cell sample has been taken and tested. The various dimensions measurements have been taken under 9 variables, and the final one, the 10th variable, is a dependent variable which defines the class of the tumor as breast cancer, as either benign, and the code is 2 for benign cancer, breast cancer, and then the code is 4 for severe condition of the tumor. Then this dataset doesn't have the name, so what you can do is you can add the name first on the top of it. So these are the regressive variables. First one is the patient ID, then the 9 variables are given over here, which are the regressive variables, independent variables, and then the final one is the class of the tumor classification, either as benign or severe, and benign is coded as 2 and severe is coded as 4. And now you can save this dataset. Then you can import it import it either into Excel sheet and then save it as a CSV file, or as it is the text file itself can be, the text file can be imported into the RStudio using read table function. And if you convert it into a CSV function, CSV file using Excel, then you will be able to read as CSV, read CSV function can be made use of. In any case, these values will be comma separated and you can read them in and then process the data further. Some of these values are not available. So what you can do is you can clean the data set before loading it onto the R platform. You can just find what is missing. So the question mark are the values which are missing here in this data set, which I have analyzed, and then there are such 16 such instances. You can find them, and then these records can be one by one, 16 records, all the 16 records can be deleted, so that the cleaned data set can be made available as either a text file, or you can convert it into a CSV file and import it onto the RStudio for the data processing. Let's not save it now. As far as the data set has already been processed and then it has been saved as a CSV file for further processing from our end. And this code that has been written for this neural network model for analyzing the breast cancer data has also been put onto the RStudio source code window. It has been put onto the source code window, first window, and then let us now execute the first few command lines along with importing of the dataset as CSV file. Breast cancer dataset CSV has been already loaded onto the my documents working directory, default working directory, which is the current working directory, and this data will get imported now will using the read CSV function. Let's run this code, and the dataset has been read into the RStudio platform, and then the head and tail of the dataset has also been displayed over here. The head of the data object ABC, the breast cancer CSV has been imported and then loaded onto the data object ABC, and the head of this data object has been displayed over here. Patient ID, cell clump thickness, cell size, cell shape, marginal adhesion, epithelial, bare nuclei, bland chromatin, normal nuclei, mitosis. These are the 9 regressor variables, independent variables, which define which the measurements have been taken on the tumor cell, which has been taken from the breast cancer tissues. And this class is defines the type of cancer which has been classified either as benign or as severe. Code 2 has been assigned to benign tumor cells, benign class of cancer tumor cells, and then severe cancer tumor cells has been classified as 4. Now let's proceed further. Let us, having imported this data into the RStudio platform, let us now scale these variables so that it could be on it could have a range of values from 0 to 1, and this will enable the removal of the measurement scale used for the independent variables and dependent variables. The scaling can be done. Scale function does convert the value which have been taken in different measurement scales into a common scale 0 to 1, and further processing is done using the neural network commands. Now let us calculate the minimum value and maximum value using apply function on this data object ABC locations 2 to 11. 1 is excluded, 2 to 10 is the independent variable, and 11th position, 11th cell is the 11th column is the class. Let us run this minimum function, apply function, then maximum. Let us see what are these values. Minimum value, you can display it. So this is the for clump thickness, what is the minimum value is 1. For all these independent variables, the minimum value is 1, and for this class of the tumor cell, it is 2. Minimum value is 2. And then let us see what is the maximum value. maximum value, let us select it and then find out what are the values. Maximum values are 10 for all the independent variables and then 4 for the class, the severe class of tumor cells, right? So now let us save this, let us scale the data object ABC, the column locations 2 to 11, independent variables and the dependent variable. Let us scale them using center equal to center for scaling equal to minimum value, and then the scale is equal to maximum value minus minimum value. Using this scale function, first let us scale the data object ABC, square bracket 2 to 11, and then convert it into a data frame object using this data frame function. So first scale it using this command line, then scale it in total. Yes, this is the scaling. Then once you execute this command, the data object gets converted into gets converted into a data frame object. So then let us display the first 20 records of this data object BCD data, right? So let us now execute this command lines and then display the new value scaled data object BCD BC breast cancer data BC data. The first 20 values have been displayed using the head function. The clump thickness, cell, all these are from 0 to 1. Similarly, the class, the variable, the severity of the tumor cell, the class dependent variable has also been scaled to take values 0 to 1. And they take, when it is 2, it takes value 0, and when it is 4, it takes value 1, right? So this 0 to value classification as a binary classification for the class, the tumor cell classification is will facilitate in running this classification model either as 0 for benign tumor cell classification or as 1 for severe tumor cell categories instances, right? So let us now run the model further. Let us index this data object BC breast cancer data into two data sub data objects, sub data sets. One is the train data, which will train the neural network model, and then the test data, which will be used for testing the model that has been neural network model that has been developed. Now let us create the index with 70% of the values for training data and 30% of the values for the test data. Let's run these command lines and then create the train data and test data. The train data and the training data and testing data has been created. Now let us activate this library neural net. Let's bring into active environment. Now let us run these two command lines and generate the neural network model. Yes, the model has been generated. Now let us have a look at the model. This neural net within parenthesis class tilde, the 9 regressor class is the dependent variable, and then the 9 variables or 9 independent variables are given in the formula. Then the data equal to train data, hidden is equal to 5 indicates the number of neurons in the hidden layer. Threshold equal to 0.01 is one of the parameters to be passed for the neural network. Linear output equal to false, since we want the model to be non-linear, and making use of the activation function logistic. Now let us plot the model that has been just generated, the neural network model. Let us plot it. Yes, it is getting plotted. Let's run this command line and find out what is the class of the NNFit model, neural network model object. It is a neural network object. And then let us run this command line, which will give the intercepts and weights for the input layer to the hidden layer. Let's run this. Yes, it gives the intercepts and the weights for the input layer to the hidden layer. And then when we run this command line, it will give the intercepts and weights for the hidden layer to the output layer. That's what is shown over here. Now let us run these command lines and then find out what is the accuracy of the model, neural network model, with respect to the training data. The accuracy is 99.4% and the error is only 0.6%. It's a very good classification. Only 3 numbers misclassified for the training data object. This NNFit $net result, with this indexing, it will give you the fitted values for the training data for the neural network model NNFit. Then saved over here to the vector fitval, and if else command is passed to find out, to categorize the probability values of this fit value to binary states, either 1 or 0. If the probability is 0.5, more than 0.5, then it takes value, it is assigned value 1, otherwise it is assigned value 0. And then this actual value of the class in the scaled object BC data, the class of the data object BC data is displayed, taken to form this data frame object, and this index takes care of the actual values of class only for the training data, corresponding to the training data. The fit value naturally corresponds to the training data for which the model has been fitted. Now the result one is the data frame object that has been made with the actual values of the training data object, scaled training data object, and the fitted value of the dependent variable class, which is the tumor classification. Under this head result 120, 20, it will indicate the top 20 values. Top 20 values will get the top 20 values will get the first 20 values will get displayed over here. And then this TB1, this table object of result 1, this result 1 is this assigned to this function table function. Then a table object TB1 is created. Then this table object is displayed over here. This is a table object TB1, and this accuracy is calculated by this function sum diagonal TB1 diagonal. These two values are added, divided by the total value. That gives the accuracy. 1 minus accuracy, 1 minus this value, 1 minus accuracy gives the error of this model for the training data, and that is the misclassification for the training data. Now let us run these command lines and find out what is the accuracy and misclassification error behavior of the model, neural network model, with respect to the test data. How good the model is with respect to the training data, test data. Let's find out now. Let us run these command lines and find out what is the accuracy of the model. The accuracy of our model with respect to the test data is 95.6, and the error is misclassification. Error is 4.3, rather 4.4, right? So this compute function is made use of for predicting. So prediction using for the test data using this neural network model NNFit is made by this compute function, and it is assigned to the variable vector fpre, and this fpre object indexed to find out what is the predicted value, and the predicted value is again transformed to binary state variables. This if else function converts the predicted value either of the two states 0 and 1, depending upon if the probability is 0.5 or more than 0.5, then it is assigned value 1, otherwise it is assigned value 0. Then this data frame object is created with the actual values of the scaled class values, which will be 0 and 1 corresponding to the class object original data values, 2 and 4, 2 for the benign tumor cells and 4 for severe tumor cells. Then when we scale it, it becomes 0 and 1. And then the predictor value based on the test data is also combined together to form the new data frame object result2. And the head first 20 values is displayed over here. Then this table 2 is TB2 is created by passing the table function for this data object result2. This table 2 for the test data is shown over here, the cross tabulation. Then this accuracy, this function calculates the accuracy, which is 95.6 and the error is 4.4. Stay home, stay clean, work digital. That brings us to the end of this lecture. Thank you.